I'm Lisa.
And I'm Crystal.
And we're the team programmers at Greenville County Library System. Welcome to Team Cuisine Coffee Maker Edition. So today we are going to teach you how to use one of the most basic kitchen appliances in your kitchen, and one that a lot of people think is the most important. Now, a lot of people now use Keurigs or K-Cups, and they have the cute little one pods that you put in, you pop in, you add some water, and you make one perfect little cup of coffee. Now, you might not want to do that because it produces a lot of waste, or because it's really expensive. Nice basic coffee makers are a lot less expensive and are, some people believe, better for the environment. So there's a couple of important things you need to know about a basic coffee maker. You have a carafe here, and the carafe does not want to come out for me. And it has numbers down the side. Most coffee makers brew about 12 cups of coffee in a pot. So you have numbers 2 through 12 on here. You have a hot plate down here. It gets very, very hot. You can open it up, and it opens in different ways depending on the coffee maker. This one has a little lever, and it pops right open. And this is where you're going to have to put in your coffee filter. If you just put in the coffee without a coffee filter, it's going to all go into the pot with the water, and it's disgusting. So you will add the coffee grounds in here, and you have to add water in here. So you need cold water for the best taste. You add, and we're doing 2 cups. We are going to just pour it right in to the back here. I'm going to close that up, and I'm going to put it right under like that. And Crystal is going to do the next part.
All right. Well, to get a good brew, we recommend 1 tablespoon of grounds per number that you've put water in. So we used the 2, which means we're going to put 2 tablespoons into the basket. And make sure that you don't let any wayward grounds get out of your filter when you put it in. Now, our cup is kind of large, which is why we did 2 cups, because it doesn't necessarily mean 2 cups of coffee. It just means 2 6-ounce serving cups worth of coffee. And then you just shut it like that.
So with this one, and with most of them, some of them are more fancy than others. You can time it and have it come on at certain times. You just hit the on button, and it takes a second or 2, and it will start brewing in just a moment. So hopefully in a second it will start brewing. We are doing a medium roast. So we recommended that you use a tablespoon per 6 ounces of water. Some people like a darker roast where it's going to be a lot more bitter. And some people like to go up to almost like 2 tablespoons of coffee per 6 ounces of water. It's going to really depend on how dark and bitter, basically, you want your coffee. So this is a medium roast. You can get all different kinds of flavors of coffee, but it is important that you get ground coffee, not coffee beans. Coffee beans will work, but you're going to have to grind them yourself, which means you're going to need to buy even more equipment than that. So it's going to take a minute or 2 for it to brew the coffee, but not too long because we're only doing a little bit. But then the fun thing is, once you've brewed your coffee, you can fix it however you want. But we're going to show you how to make a tasty and delicious brownie latte coffee.
Yes. On a side note, there's a lot of other things you can do with your coffee maker. You would have to clean out this part where you normally put the grounds and rinse it, but you can use this coffee maker to heat water for anything that takes water, like the ramen noodles, which we've done on here, just not with this. some people even use it to boil hot dogs. Like when you go off to college, you can put hot dogs in your carafe and boil the water straight through into it. I don't know if it's good, but you can try it. All right, to start the yummy drink, we're gonna put 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips on the bottom. And then when the coffee is done, we'll pour it into the cup. And it kind of sounds like it's ready to be done. All right, I'm gonna add creamer. Mix it.
Gotta melt all those chocolate chips and mix in all of that creamer. You can use a powdered creamer or you can use a liquid creamer. It can be any flavor you want, but because we're making a brownie one, we've added the chocolate chips to give it that chocolate flavor. You could do like a caramel. We're having to do a hazelnut one with this one, or you could do vanilla. It's really up to you as to what flavor you want and how much to put in, because it's going to be kind of milky, obviously enough.
Yes. And after you've been drinking coffee for a while, you can tell based on the coloring of your coffee whether or not you have enough creamer in it.
So now the fun part begins, and we are going to make this the fancy part of this. So I have whipped cream here, and I've got to shake it up. And so we're going to put a topping of whipped cream on here. When it wants to behave. So we've got whipped cream. And then we're going to put just a little bit of chocolate syrup on top. Yep, that means that the coffee is done. And because it's a brownie one, I have these cute little bite-sized brownies. You can do any kind of size of brownie or any type of brownie. And we're just going to put some brownie pieces right on top of our delicious brownie latte. So here you go. It is delicious, it is fun, and we hope that you enjoy this. But one thing to be sure of is make sure you turn off your coffee maker when you're done. Thank you for joining us today, and welcome, and come back to the next Teen Cuisine.